What's up, YouTube? Daniel back for another video. Got my boy filming me for this one. We are in Naples, as you can see from back here. Uh, the only city I've been to in Italy. Right now, we are here for the next, I think, 2 days, and then we're going to Rome after. So honestly, I mentioned this before, but like my whole dream was just Barcelona. Being able to be in Spain has already surpassed. Sorry, in Italy has already surpassed everything I've been looking to do in terms of Europe. Was able to try food yesterday that I usually never try. I had a cheat day. Essentially, was doing did tiramisu and I did pizza. I haven't had pizza in like 8 years, and then the tiramisu was probably like a few years before. But essentially, what I want to talk about is the difference in food in Europe and how basically the ingredients, everything they use is completely different. The food you eat in the West, Canada, and the United States is basically completely different just because of all the additives that they add there, all the preservatives for the animals, all the hormones, all different things that they do to make the animal bigger, to sell more of it, to make more of a profit. And essentially, me having my cheat day yesterday, I was able to see how, if I had done that in Canada, I would be like totally different in terms of like how I am right now. I'm doing a 24-hour fast to basically reset my system. But being able to just experience the food in Spain first, and then Italy, and see how Italy takes even more care of their food, just in terms of like how they treat their fruits and vegetables. We're having a lot of like meat, poultry, seafood, and essentially, yeah, it's crazy that being here, I've been able to. I spent like 29 years in Canada. That's my first time in Europe, and now seeing the difference in food, it just basically gave me a whole new perspective on how little they care about you in the West, how everything is a profit and it's a business. And essentially, what you have to begin to realize is you have to venture out and see different things in terms of cultures, way they treat their food, and just gives you different perspective on the food you're putting in your body and how important it is. Like I said, it's all a profit in the West, and here they have very strict regulations, especially in Italy. I had someone tell me that the best food they had, and he's from Holland, my coach, is the best food that he had is in Italy. So, I mean, when if you're feeling right now that you're not um, being able to experience the life you want, in terms of energy, things like that, it's definitely the food you're eating. Like I said, if you're in the U.S., Canada, it's the biggest thing. I'm not sure how Asia is, but me being in Europe is seeing that more and more. And in terms of cheat days, I haven't had a cheat day in like 6, 7, 8 years, and the biggest thing I could say is like have it in places that the food is good. That's not damaging you completely. Like you're not having like complete junk food and you have to reset. And for resets, the best thing to do is a water fast. You could do a salt flush. That's basically just 32 ounces of hot water with a little bit of salt, and you just chug it down and it flushes you out. But right now, I feel like really good. Usually for my fast, I'm like dying and like so I'm super under energy, but I usually have like salt and water for that, and it's been a good experience now for that. But essentially, yeah, it's crazy that I've been able to experience this. God has given me the chance to experience food. I've always wanted to. I got really into food since I got psoriasis, but being able to experience food like this, I don't think I'll be able to top it because I'm basically in the best place in Europe in terms of Italy. And the countries Italy is known for its food, and being able to just taste the difference immediately, especially when I got to Spain and I saw the difference in the potatoes, the octopus, and I could just sense the difference, because I focus so heavily on food, like making sure that my food I eat is always like organic. And here, organic is a default. You don't have to like pay extra, like in the US or Canada for organic food. Basically, them removing the pesticides and stuff they have like that. And in terms of regulations, I read somewhere that they have like 110 things that they don't add to their food besides the US does. So it's a huge difference. If you look at ingredients in terms of like even French fries, ketchup, basic stuff, they add so many different seed oils and stuff like that that basically damages your body. Your body's filtering out those things before it even gets to have access to the ingredients, or sorry, the nutrients that your body actually wants. So it's not even bioavailable as they say it is. So the meat you're eating, or more specifically fruits and vegetables, are super just filled with like pesticides and different like pollutants that are in your food, and you have to fight that first with your digestive system. So your liver's trying to like get rid of all the toxins first, and then you can get access to the nutrients you're trying to get from that food, as opposed to people in Europe that they just have that blessing without having to have their body taxed as much. That's why they're having more longevity, live longer, even though they have, you can say, worse habits. Everyone in Italy smokes. I would say like 1 in 3 people here smoke, and it's like super regular. They're daily in sun. They're not like, hiding from sun, and they drink as well. They have, highly not processed, but like a lot of carbs in their food, and also that's fine as well. So you see people in Italy, especially in Spain, I saw no one is obese, no one is like fat, because of those ingredients. Those ingredients aren't harming the way their body naturally processes, especially with like the seed oils. Those are like the worst things that you can have in terms of that, just adding so many different like stress to your body, and that's basically a leading cause of this cancer that's going around, is all this stuff that's stuck in your body and not being able to get its way out. So essentially, yeah, it's basically it's one thing that I've always wanted to, like I said, experience, and I want to dive a bit more into food. But obviously with psoriasis, probably move back over here, right? Yeah, it's so far backward. But yeah, being able to still be on my routine. The first day I had was my cheat day yesterday. Thanks to my boy that's filming, he helped me, like encouraged me to have pizza, tiramisu, which I was like scared of before, and that's because I'm like so cautious of the food back home and think it's gonna be the same thing, but it's completely different. And I've been able to feel even better after that cheat meal and cheat day, and yeah, so I'm still gonna experiment more with food. Right now I'm doing fasting, so we still have a couple days in Europe. I'm gonna do just other things that are on my bucket list, probably more towards meat. I've tried different things like octopus here, like different foods that were popular in Spain, and then Italy. I tried pizza, was my bucket list. I tried tiramisu. I've already tried it already, but the tiramisu yesterday was out of this world, like the best tiramisu I had in my life, and I've had it as a dessert probably for like 20 years, since before I had psoriasis. But yeah, I'm gonna be trying other things that are popular, just basically ChatGPTing the best things I can try and just go from there, and then see how my body reacts. So the biggest telltale sign is how your digestive system reacts, bloating, gas, stuff like that, but also like fatigue, if you're irritable, if you basically have like bad mood, what else? Sleep as well. My sleep yesterday suffered because obviously ate poorly, but otherwise my sleep has been very, very good here. For the short time I've been sleeping, my sleep's been a bit adjusted for that. But yeah, point of this video is, if you feel like you're limiting if you're capped with how good the food is or where you are, make sure to visit countries, experience the ingredients there, the food. It's completely different. Like I said, it's hard to explain in a video when you've only been eating the same food in your continent for so long. You go somewhere else, you actually can experience and taste the food, see it for yourself, visually see it, taste it. It's a whole different thing. So me explaining it to you has to be something you experiment first and then see for yourself, and you can understand what I'm saying. So visit Europe, visit Asia, South America also has different food. You could say the Oceania, like Australia, New Zealand, they probably have different food there. So everyone has different regulations. Learn to experiment with your food. Like I said, don't just be stuck in one thing, and you'll see how you change and how your perspective changes on food, and how it just basically changes your mind on when you go back home. For me, Canada, it's going to change my mind on basically the food I buy and how I basically operate myself back there. So quick video on that. I'm still fasted, so obviously not like 100% energy. Just want to throw something out there. I haven't shot anything in a while. I'll be shooting more in Rome. Right now we have 2 days left in Naples, and we're going to go to Rome. We're watching opera there, which has been a dream for so long, and then we're going to be doing a couple tourist things there. So anyways, if you guys like the video, like and subscribe. Like I said, the biggest thing is explore, experiment. Don't be scared to try food. Especially for me, it was like a big thing of fear of like, oh, it's going to damage me, but you don't know what your body will react to unless you actually expose it to different things. Don't be scared of like this thing of like, oh, I have to be dairy free or gluten free, because I've been like that my whole life. I thought that was the case as well, and it changed my perspective just being able to try foods and obviously know that things are different in different countries and different continents. Anyways, all the best of luck. We will talk soon. And in the meantime, keep killing it.